Stephen's been hit with hundreds of dollars worth of parking fines, all from the same car park. But he says he didn't actually park his car there. He cuts through it to beat traffic and says the fines are nothing but a council cash grab.
I'm not going to pay them and I'll go to court. I'm not going to pay 1 cent.
Council know about this, yet they haven't fixed it yet.
No.
Does that anger you?
It does anger me. They haven't had the courtesy to respond to my emails yet.
It's disgusting, it's outrageous.
It's the suburban car park used by locals to beat the traffic. But some drivers claim cutting through the back of this shopping centre isn't cheap at $91 a pop. That's the cost of a fine motorists like Stephen Smith say they're being stung with.
I'm sick of getting fines for something I never do.
Stephen hasn't been hit just once, not twice. He's got hundreds of dollars in parking infringements.
They just keep issuing fines and they're just raking in the money.
Stephen drives buses for the elderly and people living with disabilities. On his way to work, he says he cuts through the Niddry Central Shopping Centre in Melbourne to save time. Cameras capture him entering the car park, snapping him again on the way out. Stephen says he doesn't pull up, let alone get out.
Not once I ever parked there.
So how on earth is he getting fined for overstaying the car park's 2-hour limit?
Unbelievable. I feel sorry for other people that pay the fines, which they don't need to.
Stephen's latest fine coming in the mail last week.
So I wrote a letter, appeal in February, start of February, and I still haven't heard from him, which is now mid-April.
The first fine, Stephen says he paid, claiming he didn't want the hassle of fighting it. Now he wants his money back.
I'm expecting a few more infringements anyway, because I cut through there a lot, and everyone does. And there's no sign saying no through road or you can't go through here.
While the cameras are on the shopping centre's land, the fines are dished out by the Moonee Valley Council.
I'm not going to pay the fines. I told them I'll go to court.
All of a sudden, we are copying fines.
Rita claims to have also been called up by the fine farce. She says she coughed up the money after council knocked back her appeal.
I basically drove through and just copped a fine and disputed it, but no, had to pay it.
That's not very fair on the drivers though, if they're getting fined $90 for maybe give them a warning first, maybe the second time.
It's just revenue raising.
Others, though, less understanding.
It's a parking area, not a through road.
Moonee Valley City Council declined to be interviewed but sent us this statement.
There is no evidence supporting the claim that the driver drove through Niddry Central without parking.
It's at odds with one councillor's email to a colleague asking for the problem to be fixed.
There appears to be an ongoing issue that we are aware of and are still giving out fines for.
Councils can't even empty bins at the moment, and here they are managing parking lots on private land.
Dean Helston from Council Watch says councils should be banned from fining people at private shopping centres.
A private property owner is happy for this to happen because it turns over the car spaces. For council, it's free money, and that's really all councils care about.
Photos of a vehicle entering, photos of a vehicle exiting don't prove it parked. Just like photos of me entering a casino and photos of me going out don't prove I gambled.
Infringements barrister Sean Hardy.
The council's got a massive problem there in proving that anyone has committed a parking offence if they don't have a witness to come to court to say that they observed that vehicle parked.
Well, I think it's wrong that the council hasn't directed the shopping centre to remove the cameras away.
Niddry Central Shopping Centre management wouldn't comment.
What the council should be doing is patrolling that car park exactly the same way they patrol the surrounding streets. And they don't use cameras on the surrounding streets in that way at least.
Sean Hardy says if you've been unfairly fined, appeal it to council, and if that doesn't work, you can go to court.
Now, not everyone's brave enough to do that, but eventually someone will have to. Otherwise, the problem will never be solved.
Anyone that's got a fine, don't pay it because they're faulty and they know.